Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending what part of the world you're in. I just want to thank you for being here, for either being here right now or watching the replay. Actually, I have to confess that while I did the live on this week, I did not show my presentation, and I did work on my presentation, and I want to share it with you all. So it is the turning point journey. So we are going to do a quick recap of the turning point journey and also go through the emotional transition checklist. So I just want to, just because the 8 week are over doesn't mean that work is done. It means that the foundation has been laid out. So please go over your worksheets. Please go over your 10-day plan. I also have a journal there. I'm going to make sure that those two worksheets are put first. This way, starting with a journal. This way you can start journaling your journey. And sometimes we're more cautious and present when we journal things. So, we take note of things. So, these weeks weren't just about learning, they were about transitioning emotionally, mentally, and identity wise. So, because the paperwork is one thing, but the hard works separately sometimes. That's where the real transition happens. Getting laid off after 10, 15, 20 plus years is not an easy thing to do. So this journey is not only for people that have gotten uh, laid off, but and being forced to retire early, but it's also if you are planning to leave your 9 to 5, why not? Um, so in here you have everything that you need uh when you start planning on leaving that 9 to 5 and giving that notice. So for your 2 week notice, and sometimes we just need a shift, sometimes we just need a change, and it's okay because we are entitled to do that. And today, nowadays, 2026, we have options. We are able to work for ourselves. But of course, this is something that goes personally. Some people need structure, and that 9 to 5 gives that. We go over that in one of our weeks. So please go through it carefully and see where you're at. Let me help you find that direction. Um, and the reason that I chose the turning point blueprint is because I went through it. I lost my job after almost 15 years minus a month. And it was hard. Sometimes we dedicate to something or someone for a long time, and then the next day or next minute, it's poof, it's gone. So we do go through different changes. So with that in mind, we kind of like lose that firm thought and we get all over the place. So, after losing so that hits our ego, our identity, our routine, our sense of safety, because now we're like all of a sudden like we're all over the place. I can feel like grief, shock, and sometimes fear, anger, uh freedom, sometimes relief, all these feelings at the same time. And it's a little bit like confusing because it's either depending on how many times you got laid off, but after so many years, or if it was just a few years, you still feel those emotions because it's unexpected. So um, so we're trying to meet it with grace, with faith, with that grown woman power or that grown men power. So we're going to do a quick recap on what we did. So on week one, uh, we went through the shock and reset. This was about acknowledging the moment everything changed, naming the disruption instead of rushing past it. So we went over that. Wow. Wait, I want to make sure that I am sharing my screen. Okay, there it is. Good, 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 good. Um, so naming the disruption and making sure that uh that we know where we're at. Why not? On week two, identity after the title, letting go of who you were for that job and beginning to meet who you are without it. Sometimes we start questioning, what did I do? Where did I go wrong? Ugh, was I doing that wrong? Um, so that was the title that you carry there. You did what you had to do when you were there. Now it's time to start just getting that clarity together. Week three takes us to clarity over chaos, moving from what now to what actually matters to me. So, we have to kind of start realizing, okay, now I have to sit down and figure this out, which is okay. We are able to do that. Um, week four, structure and stability, rebuilding rhythm, not hustle, clearing, creating safety through simple systems. Week five, support and community, learning you don't have to process or rebuild alone. You're not alone. There's always support. Um, Here in the community, we have a lot of support. If you need someone to talk to or someone to just help you get into some steps, I'm here. I am here to support, and I am hoping that this uh, workshop that I created for you helps you out a lot. And I'm here to help you get directed. Again, what I am putting down here is stuff that I have gone through, and I am a live testimony to it. I know what it feels like. I know that, we lose our self-confidence. We lose our, wait, what happened? You start questioning yourself. That sometimes puts us in a bad spot. So week six, confidence through action. So understanding that confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you build by moving. So sometimes getting stuck in that, maybe I did something wrong, makes you lose yourself. It makes you lose that confidence in you. Week seven, we went through vision and direction, seeing a future again, not just surviving the present. So, and this week is when we went over, um, am I going to find another 9 to 5? Am I going to retire early? Or am I going to bring out that entrepreneur skill that I know that I have, that I want to, that I've always wanted to become? Maybe there's something that uh, you always wanted to do, a hobby. Now we learn with this program that it is possible to make passive income with our hobbies. We're able to do that. not only create an income, but we're also helping other people with what they need and help them make a living for themselves. So it is actually a good opportunity when we are put in a situation, whether you are leaving your job or you were um, made or you were laid off. So week 8, we went over the Rise and Thrive blueprint, integrating it all into a way forward that honored your life, energy, and your values. So sometimes we get stuck in a job, forgetting that we don't really either believe in that or we're not happy doing that. Things work better when we are happy doing what we like to do best. Everyone, every one of these weeks touch something deeper than strategy. They touch transition. And, um, we have to remember that maybe it's time to transition into something that we want to do. So, um, that was the 8 weeks that we did. So transition, so we have to kind of I wanted to bring this emotional transition checklist. What I had planned was something a little different, uh, just to just get um, testimonies of someone that has gone through the situation or someone that uh, could help us a little bit into transition into this. But I figured that let's go back into the emotions. Let's go back into reminding ourselves that being laid off isn't just a career event. It's an emotional life event. And it's okay. We could work through that. This checklist isn't here to fix you. It's here to normalize what you may still be feeling, even now. So sometimes it doesn't go away. That feeling and emotion comes back. And it is a little bit, but feel it. We're human. It's okay. Feel it, accept it, and keep it moving. So this checklist helps you see where you are, not to judge yourself, but to meet yourself with compassion. So do keep that in mind, please. Also, shock and disbelief can last longer than expected. So if you're still feeling emotions a few months later, it's okay. Um, it is expected because, again, there's emotions that don't go away forever. Grief isn't weakness, it's an adjustment to loss. It's part of that loss that we just went through, whether it's um, getting laid off, but it also applies to losing a person, whether it's by losing a person forever or a relationship or whatever it is, even a diet. Okay, so I want to change my health. This is what I'm going to eat moving forward. I'm going to stop eating um, meat or whatever it is. You have to take that out of your life after so many years eating that. So it's still a loss, and you still sometimes like people that stop smoking. I have never smoked in my life, never tried it, but I've heard people say, "Oh my God," they'll sit next to someone else and just to get that smell within them. And so sometimes it just comes back. Identity confusion is normal. Identity confusion is normal after long-term service. So anger, sadness, relief, fear, all can coexist. So give yourself some grace. Healing isn't linear and neither is rebuilding. So it's okay. Do not be hard on yourself. Give yourself some grace. So okay, so here we go. We're going to go to number 1. So Allow to shock. You don't have to pretend you're fine. Take a breath and whisper to yourself, that was a chapter. I'm still here. Let the moment land. Do not numb it. Do not uh either ignore it or stay here too long. Let it land. And it is a lot easier to, okay, it's here, it happened. Now what? Now let's keep it moving. So give yourself permission to grieve. Losing a job is losing a lifetime, a community routine. You might feel disbelief, you might feel sadness, anger, emptiness, relief, fear, and nothing's wrong with you. You're human and shifting identities. So always keep in mind that you're human. These are emotions that we feel as that human in us that we are. So it is perfectly okay. Um, Number three, journal the first shock thought. Um, dump it all in a piece of paper, journal it. Um, what hurts you? What scares you? What I am relieved about? What did I outgrow? Naming emotions reclaims power. So if it hurts you that, wow, I can't believe my manager let me go. That's how dare him. No, sometimes it has nothing to do with a particular person. Sometimes it's just things that have to happen. Let's not make it about somebody else. Let's make it about us. It's time for me to move on. It's time for me to become and be. So, what scares you? Oh my God, I'm not going to have that every week paycheck. I'm not going to have that routine. But then it could be relieving. What relieves you? What relief do you have from not having that 9 to 5? Now I don't have to drive an hour and a half or 2 hours when there's a lot of traffic. And what did I outgrow? So try and name your emotions. This way you feel them and you keep it moving. Nothing wrong with that. Talk to someone safe, a friend, mentor, a coach, your community. Rise and thrive. We are here for you. I'm here for you. Not someone who feel fear, someone who will hold space and speak life. You need someone that will motivate you and remind you that everything is going to be okay. That it's going to be fine. Don't be afraid. I had a few people that for a second I'm like, oh my God, now what? What did I do? And they were like, wait, Maria, hold 1 second. You've been trying to create your online business. Now there's your opportunity. I was supposed to um, resign for my birthday in July. And I was saying that the whole year. This is it. And I didn't do that. I found a reason why to stay around. I need my benefits. So I have put it out there. I manifested it. And being that I didn't do it, it happened for me. Should that not happen, I would have probably still be there and not try to help others that need my help, that need my story, that need to know what I went through and what I'm coming across now. Now I have the opportunity to be with my kids, to be with my grandchildren. I'm actually waiting for my grandson that's going to be coming and stay with me because he's not feeling okay. And his mommy and daddy have to go to work. And I am so excited to be with him because this is my reason. This is my why. So Find someone that could remind you of these good things and the good opportunities, even if you decide to go to a 9 to 5. It's okay. That job was not good for you. Now it's time to move to another one. It's okay if you have that entrepreneur mind, you could work for yourself. You can make your online business grow. AI is taking over. There was just on the news yesterday, 60,000 employees are going to be let go from Amazon again. So, it's okay. And for a lot of them, it's going to be a good thing because they can move forward to something else. So, find someone that could talk you and remind you that things will be okay. So, number five, create a calm routine. When your life shifts suddenly, structure becomes safety. So in your morning routine, grounding, um, prayers, faith time, give a little bit to your downtime. Nothing better than that. I am in a group that every morning we meet, and it's a 15 to 20-minute call, unless you want to talk and and share a little prayer, read the Bible, prayer again, have a blessed day, and we go about our way. Just some downtime. If you want to do it on your own, if you want to be alone, if you want to just close your eyes just before you put your feet on the ground, do that. So, gratitude. Remind yourself, okay, thank you, Jesus, because my kids are okay. Remind yourself of, wow, I raised good kids. Wow, you know why? I had that job. I did good things for people. I listened to my manager. I was that team leader. I was that team player. Whatever, nothing but good things. Remind yourself two things, two things that you're grateful for just before you put your feet on the ground. Light movement. It's okay. You don't have to get up and rush and, and run around. No, just relax. Do, find your pace. Slowly, slowly does it. One, I'm building my future action. So it could be one little thing, one thing that you plan on towards your future, whether it's fix your resume or it's I'm going to reach out to my community. I'm going to put a motivation quote in there, something that is going to start building your future. Do a little bit of outreach. See what makes you feel that nice, comfortable feeling in here and in here. So for the evening um grounding, day's over, time to relax, just reflect a little bit on what you did earlier. Okay, so this is what I did. Do a little journal. Let's keep that journal going. Sometimes it feels good just writing down what our day was like. Um, Release stress. Rest without guilt. When you go to that bed to sleep, you're going to sleep. Do not think of anything negative. Do not think of anything at all. Try and stay off the devices 1 hour before. And this way you can have a relaxed mind. This way you could really rest. And the next morning, you could start your morning grounding. That is self care. And you will help your future plans. So, um, it is truly recommended. So, reframe the story. Instead of saying, oh, they let me go, Try saying, my season there is complete. I'm stepping into what's aligned for me. This isn't rejection, it's redirection. So do not think of what just happened in a negative way. This is meant to be. I'm being redirected for better things for me and what's important to me. So set boundaries against panic. No doom scrolling, unemployment horror stories. No comparing your journey to others. No apologizing for resting. Fear doesn't get to drive. Faith does. So don't feel guilty about being sitting down uh and doing nothing. I get it. You're not used to not doing anything. And sometimes, what if you're sitting down when your spouse gets home and you get up and you try to do something? Relax. It's okay. You don't have to you were given the opportunity to get some rest. Take advantage of it. You need that rest to be able to think correctly, to be able to put the thoughts to work on the right lane. So don't be afraid to do that. So boundaries against panic, and it's okay. Number 9, visualize your next chapter daily. Just close your eyes and see it. See that peace that you have now, because there's that gap. Fill it with peace, ownership, freedom, time abundance, creativity, a business or role aligned with your calling. Why not? You have a calling, but you probably have not been given the opportunity because you have had to work. And that takes you maybe 85% of your day, between the driving back and forth, between the having to stay there, maybe a half hour, an hour in between break. Ooh, what can you do with that? Sometimes not a lot. So if you can imagine it, you're already halfway there. So if you can imagine yourself working on your online business, generating the income that you need times 10, you can make it happen. There's a lot of people that are making it. You just have to see yourself there. But just create that time abundance, that freedom, that that peace, being able to generate an income with what you already have. You have a lot of knowledge, whether it's creating art. Maybe you're good doing spreadsheets. Maybe you're good doing manual stuff. Maybe you're good coaching, motivating people. Sometimes we're not given the opportunity to find those things out. Now you can, or you will, when you put in the 2 week notice. And if you do put in your 2 week notice, you know what? Just keep that in mind. I will be able to work on this and see it. Like, visualize that moment. See your bank account looking nice and healthy. Long numbers, why not? If you could see it, you're halfway there. Keep that in mind. Please highlight that or write it down. Put a little sticky on your mirror. If you can imagine it, you are already halfway there. Keep that in mind. Okay, number 10, build your I'm still that woman list, or I'm still that man list. So write 10 reminders. I worked 15 years, discipline. I have discipline in my DNA. I know how to show up every day. I am resourceful. I am loyal, capable, resilient. I build legacies, not resumes. And add, God moves me. I am not lost. I am led. So, with that said, you worked 5, 10, 15, 20 years for this company. You disciplined yourself to make that happen. I'm sure if you were not disciplined, you wouldn't have been there that long. Same thing, you showed up every day. Why not show up for yourself? Now is your opportunity. You are resourceful. If you were not, you wouldn't have been there that long. They give you what? Some companies give you 30 days, 60 days to try you out. Well, you made it past that. So you're obviously, you have a lot to give. So you're loyal, capable, and resilient. You were capable to make that happen. It was all you. So you are here to build legacies. You don't necessarily have to start a resume unless this is where you want to head and go. If you decide to do your 9 to 5, it's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But you could also try and work on your passion, on your business. Become your own boss. That's possible also. So you're not lost. You are being led. Whether it's God, that energy, that above, whatever it is that you have your faith in, you're being led. If you're deciding to leave that 9 to 5 because you want to work on something else, you can make it happen. If it's in your mind, it's because you want it and because you could do it. So do not forget that. You have the power and the energy to do whatever you want. You just have to have it in here, visualize it, see it happening. And again, if you can imagine it, you're halfway there. So, number 11, turn pain into power. Plan something meaningful, a new morning routine, uh, a new era wardrobe piece, uh, mini celebration dinner. Hey, why not? That would be fun. Close that chapter. A vision board day. I want to do that actually. I have that plan. I'm going to start working on that so we could do that in our community. Um, Plan a day trip for clarity. Go for a nice, um, either a nice long walk or plan to go to the beach and sit down and just like, wow, this is my day. Honor the transition. Honor that you are going to start from where you want to start. See it positive, whether it is that you are quitting your job, you were laid off, you're starting that diet, you're starting a new relationship, you're ending a relationship, whatever it is, honor your transition because you are enough. You are worth it. And it's about you. I get it. A lot of times we have to be like, oh, I'm not selfish. You're not being selfish by being about you. You are giving yourself value so someone else could see that and give you value. Sometimes if we don't value ourselves, we're not teaching others to value us. And that's not a good thing because we have people that love us and need to see that we value ourselves and honor ourselves. So practice your empower story. Not they laid me off, but corporate closed a door. I'm building my own now. You're building your own door. Just because it's corporate, I get it. It sometimes corporate does a little bit different than the traditional work. Um, but now you're building your own door. Like you are being given the opportunity, or you're giving yourself the opportunity to create your own door and open your own doors. So you're not unemployed, you're reappointed. That's huge. And please write that down. You are being reappointed. So, just a core emotional message. You didn't lose security, you gained possibility. You didn't fall, you were released. You aren't starting over, you're rising higher. This is not the door, this is not the end of a career. This is the birth of your calling, your next chapter. So please do keep yourself reminded of that. This is your next chapter, and it's something to celebrate. So, again, you did not lose security, you gained possibility. So, if you have any questions, please put it under this video, or I am more than happy to discuss with you, or you're also able to email me or go into my community. Please join my free community. If you are not a member, I would love to have you there. I will be honored to have you in my community. Browse around. There is a lot of resources in there that you could find. You're also able to reach me in social media. In my community, you will find on Start Here, you will find a link that you are able to set up a one-on-one. I will be more than happy to go over this with you. So you're also going to have, together with this, you are going to have a workbook. Please, this workbook is not about fixing you. It's about honoring what you are carrying and gently guiding you forward. So don't see it as a negative thing. It is okay. Again, this workbook is going to help you with either you were laid off, you're deciding to leave your 9 to 5, or you lost something or someone close to your heart. Go over the workbook. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate on reaching out to me. You know, give yourself that chance, give yourself that opportunity to be who you want to be. And you will be okay. Again, there is my information. Do join the community and do find my Calendly. This way you are able to set up a one-on-one with me. If you have any questions, do feel free to reach out. And God bless you all. And this is what I have. Anything, please just don't feel don't hold back on reaching out to